Hey, Shama UFC here. We're gonna be doing a UFC 217 showcase on TJ Dillashaw. This is basically his stats on the Cody Garbrandt fight when he beat Cody Garbrandt via TKO, I believe off a lunging hook, to become a two-time bantamweight champion. So the stats are gonna reflect on the night, he fought Cody Garbrandt, which is really great because the current TJ we have is just not very good as far as in every stat. But this alter ego is like a great counter to a Sean O'Malley because he has I believe he has laser focus, so like when he's throwing like 1-2s, and he might have fast hands as well. Um, you're gonna be having like 99 punch speed for the most part with most of your strikes because it gives you +3 speed each of those perks. I'm not too sure if he has that or the combination of perks, but the kick speed, the footwork is just phenomenal. And he also has really good wrestling too. So he's pretty much like an all-around balanced fighter with very high footwork, high kick speed, high punch speed. So I would definitely say this is worth your 15, 18K coins. How much he costs in the store, I'm not too sure. Some are cheaper than others, but this is definitely a really fun addition to the bantamweight division because for the most part, there's really no counter to Sean O'Malley players, but I'd say it's a perfect counter, especially that you add in he can wrestle. It's perfect. So we're gonna control our opponent a little bit here. We weren't able to finish him, which is very surprising. But we're gonna take him over in the side control, use some body knees. Try to zap that stamina a little bit. Because he already did get knocked down, so he loses some stamina on that. Usually when you get rocked and you get sat down, you do lose a little bit of long-term stamina on top of some of the body work I was already doing. And me denying him is also going to make him even more tired. Yep, rock him and ground and pound, things like this are going to start taking stam as well as we get the finish right there. Alright, on to the next fight. We got Corey Sandhagen. He has like really long reach similar to O'Malley, but at least we don't have to worry about his sharp 1-2s, like, because O'Malley's like it hit sends you through the block. It's like really crazy. A snap jab and a Celtic cross, but here we don't have to worry about that as much. But Corey Sandhagen's footwork is very fast, so chopping up the leg a little bit earlier in the fight definitely helps you line things up. So we're just taking our time with our opponent right here. We're gonna hit him with a pull body shot right there. Just always trying to land body work as much as we can. He's gonna check our calf kick though. Look at that, we land a 1-2-3 body kick. Like I told you guys in the video, one of my other UFC videos a few days ago, these body kicks seem to drain stamina at a ridiculously high rate, and it does a lot of long-term body damage to your opponent. Yeah, I don't know what happened here. I guess he's done for the night. Alright, on to the next one. We got Cheeto Vera. For the most part, we do have a lot of advantages here because he has very low footwork, but he has a very high chin. He has like 97 chin with like, I forget what it's called. I'm not sure it's Force of Nature or Carved of Wood, but I think he has one of those. So it gives him like +3 chin stat depending on which one he has. And Shield just has some decent power. This fight was really hard to time him because he's like lagging really bad. Pretty sure you guys can see it in the fight. We're still gonna try to time our, body kicks. I usually like to use the calf kicks because they're a lot quicker. It's less penalty to get them checked, so it's not that bad. Depending on the person has steel checks or not, you can get away with getting a few checked. I like to time them randomly or sometimes when a hit's done somebody. Especially those people that do a lot of head movement. I landed a nice body kick right there. We're pressuring him, but when we land, we do move back, so we're not like in range for him to just throw a whole bunch of stuff. But sometimes it's hard to do that perfectly when someone's lagging, so it could be very frustrating because, somebody with bad Wi-Fi is gonna get an advantage on you. Yeah, you see like right there, looks like my frames dropped. I was like, whoa, what's going on? We're gonna land a nasty roundhouse. If you guys didn't know, when you're kicking the flush side, like the liver side, you do more damage. So kicking the open side of the person's body does more damage than kicking the closed side of the body. Same thing with punches. So for example, my rear hook right here would do more damage because it's hitting the flush side. And if I switch back to orthodox, my lead hook will do more damage. So if you guys didn't know that. So if you're in southpaw and you're rear kicking that open side, it's going to do a lot more damage. And kicks are, like, just because they're landing, sometimes they're not landing at full, like, kicking range. So if you're kicking just a little bit too close, it's not going to do as much damage. So you have to be at, like, perfect range where, like right around there. See, look at that. Look at his stamina already. This is round 1. Look at that. Look at the body rock. I'm telling you guys, add more kicks, more body kicks into your game. It will definitely gas people out. But you can't, some are naked kicks, like with no setup. Some are coming off of combos. Other ones come off of, like, me, like, while they're rocked already, I'll throw, like, a little bit of big combo and end it with a body kick. So there's multiple ways to get your body kicks going. But yeah, look at his stamina round 1. And I think it does a lot more long-term body health damage. I believe so. But once I do figure it out, because I'm going to be watching a video on it soon. Unfortunately, it got paywalled. But I know somebody that has a subscription to what I'm talking about. So once I find that out, you guys will too. But for the most part, I just add in more body kicks and I do the same thing that person does. So yeah, I would never really want to do that. I mean, the whole point of the channel is to get you guys better. That's how the community should be. Because undisputed community, I can't lie. Like a lot of people, like they like to help people a lot, get better at the game, stuff like that. But with UFC, if there's any like small, cheeky little thing, like a smallest thing, like something that won't even help you probably. Look at that. We get the rock and then we get the head kick KO. Alright, on to the next one. We got an O'Malley. Perfect time to display that he's a great counter for him. That's what most O'Malley players do. They just spam that 5-star snap jab to hit stun you through the block, chip your block down. But for the most part, the O'Malley's, you just got to make sure you really work the body. Because if you get them tired, it's going to be a lot better. Mixture of body work and the leg kicks too, or calf kicks specifically, because taking away his power and some of his footwork and doing body work in between. Not saying not to punch the head, of course. That's how we're going to open up a lot of these body kicks and leg kicks. You got to give them something to worry about up top. But your primary focus should be the body and the legs. You know, you take your opportunities to hit the head when you want to or when you can. Or to interrupt, like, you know, when he's coming in the pocket. You know, throwing some intercepting combos like a cross lead hook, or a lot of times it's the cross. Or you could start off with the lead hook, then the cross, and then throw another lead hook. Like, look at that. We already got the body rock. We're gonna look at that. Look all the damage it does, especially on the stamina. So that's what we're trying to do. We're trying to make sure he gets a little bit tired and work the leg a little bit. It's going to be a little bit harder doing it with this guy because he keeps sticking the snap jab in our face. So we got to make sure we avoid that. I don't always commit to like slip hooks because, yeah, look, see, a lead hook came out right there. I would have leaned into it if I had slipped my head. That's something you guys want to start doing later in the fights, you know. Unless it's blatantly obvious where they're just not even mixing it up, go for it. But that's the thing about Counter-Striking. You can't try to look for a counter like every second or every single time because it will lead you to probably take more damage than you should and probably result in more losses. Boom. Overextended one time, we get the knockout. On to the next. We got another O'Malley player. Perfect. And comes out with spinning body kick. I'm like, ooh, he's coming out hot. So we definitely gotta be careful. This is someone that's probably gonna throw whatever he wants, or just throw something crazy. So yeah, look at that. We hit him with that kick right there. We do kick the close side, of course we do, but for the most part, you definitely want to make sure you're kicking them flush as much as you can. The lead kick is usually a bit quicker than the rear, and it's also takes less stamina. If you guys didn't know, like I said, everything you throw with the lead hand and lead leg take less stamina than it does the rear side. So I'm not gonna throw as many rears as I do my leads. So I'm gonna throw more lead body kicks than I would rears. I definitely use them when I can though, of course. Especially when they're hurt, like when they're rocked or something. Definitely end my combos off with that. But we're chipping away at stamina already, so you might say, why focus on body and legs? Well, if you're taking a decent amount of his power and some of his footwork away at the start, on top of kicking his body and working the body, and landed some decent boxing combos to the head, it's gonna make him very easy to hurt because he's gonna have less power, so he's more than likely not gonna hurt you in exchanging. Also, when you have a stamina lead or a decent one, like maybe like a 10 to 20% lead on them, it increases the likelihood of getting stunned. So if you have that stamina lead, let's say 10-20% by the second round, he's going to be a lot easier to hurt because of the vulnerability system. So that's why I say it's way better to do that than to just headhunt the entire fight. Don't get me wrong, some fights you might need a headhunt a little bit more than others, but that's just a part of trial and error of, you learning when you need to do it and when not to do it. Most of the time, you do not need to headhunt like fully. A lot of it is intercepting and then trying to get your body work in there. That's what you mainly want to do. Look at that. We got him whiffing. Look at that. We ended with a rear body kick right in the liver. Look at that. No stamina. This is only round one. Imagine if he actually went the full 5 with me. Wouldn't even be able to. But yeah, focusing on that body with the body kicks as much as you can. Look at what it did to his stamina. It just completely drained him. Yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed the video for today.